Hey, it's Karri Flatla here for this week's Friday Fire at Remax Real Estate Lethbridge and karriflatla.com. So the market remains very hot and getting hotter by the day as we head into spring buying season. It is early March 2022, and I just wanted to show you a graphic. And I've already got this graphic on my Facebook page so you can look at it a little more closely. But this should get everyone's attention here, and I hope you can understand it. So this top line here represents the number of listings, residential listings in the city of Lethbridge over the last 3 years. Okay? And this blue line at the bottom represents the number of sales over the last 3 years. When you see the lines start to converge like that, so the gap is getting narrower, that means we have less and less listings for the number of buyers who are picking up and purchasing that inventory. This is tight. So I'll give you the numbers here just to illustrate. So as of today, residential listings in Lethbridge stand at 350. A few years ago, we were anywhere between 700 to, even in the dead of winter, almost like over 800, okay? So we have 350 listings in the city of Lethbridge. There's 100,000 people in the city of Lethbridge and more people moving here all the time. In the last 30 days, we've had 204 sales. Now, it's been like minus 30 some of those days, February. And people are out hot and heavy buying houses, okay? So when you have 350 listings, and then the last 30 days we've had 204 sales, that means we have 1.7 months of inventory. That's really low inventory for Lethbridge. Kind of normal in Toronto and Vancouver, but that is really low for Lethbridge. So what can you do if you're a home buyer shopping in this market to strengthen your position and actually find something and secure a home? Because in certain price points, like around that 300 mark, gosh, like if you're looking for a house for the kids to go to school, or your first home, West Lethbridge, something kind of cute, well-maintained, like they're getting offers within the first day of being on the market, multiple offers. So what are some strategies to help you succeed in this market? The first thing is the wait and see. There's no point in wait and see because the Bank of Canada just increased interest rates by a quarter point. And so there's going to be more of that, but the market for the foreseeable future, there's going to be some panic buying here to some extent, but in Lethbridge, it doesn't quite work like that. We have a more moderated market. So I think that there'll be froth in the market in Lethbridge for the foreseeable future. So if you want to wait until the market softens, I don't know, maybe in winter, maybe. But really, pricing in Lethbridge is more catching up after years and years of stagnant pricing. So you can still get a lot of house, for example, for $400,000. 2 hours up the highway in Calgary, benchmark price is like $550. So I don't think prices are going to fall off a cliff necessarily either. Buy now, interest rates are good. It's going to be a challenge, but you kind of have nothing to lose. This is a really safe place to put your money. The Alberta economy is taking off like a rocket as well. And Lethbridge is stable in terms of the economy. So waiting, I don't know what you're waiting for. I always say that, whether you're buying or selling, but really in Lethbridge, I don't know what you're waiting for. Get your pre-approval, get that now. Don't even start looking until you have a pre-approval. I guess if you can find a realtor and some free time on a Saturday afternoon and you guys got nothing else to do, you can go look at houses. But like without a pre-approval, you have no strength in a negotiation. And if you're possibly going into competing offers, you need a pre-approval, because then I can sell you to the listing agent and to that homeowner who might also be trying to buy a house, and they want to know that you're a sure thing, especially if they're choosing from multiple buyers. That pre-approval letter, it is just the icing on the cake to a strong offer. The other thing that a pre-approval does is it can shorten the contingency period for your financing condition. So yes, the banks are taking longer right now, but if we know you've got a pre-approval in place, that means a lot of your documentation and the legwork and underwriting has already been started by your mortgage professional. And so by the time we get an accepted offer for you, we could probably shorten that timeline, and a homeowner likes to know that. Again, less sleepless nights for everyone. The other thing is, when you're writing a home inspection condition, and you can watch past Friday Fires about home inspections and my philosophy about home inspections, you can write a contingency in there that you will tolerate a certain amount of deficiency with a dollar value in your home inspection findings. This also puts the seller at ease, because they know that you are not going to grind them over $200 repairs. And last but not least, and I see a lot of buyers kind of making this mistake, say you're going to come to the city to look at houses in 3 weeks. Asking your realtor to make a list of houses now is pointless, because most of the good ones will be gone by the time you get here. And a homeowner isn't going to hold on to their house until you're showing 3 weeks from now, or even a week from now. So it's best to strategize with your realtor. If you know when you're coming to look at homes, because we have a lot of out-of-town buyers coming in now for relocation, is strategize that, hey, we're going to finalize our shortlist like the day or two before we want to go look at homes, so we know exactly what's available and what we can go see. It just focuses your thinking, because buyers get really frantic and they lose all this sleep weeks and weeks before they even get here to look at the homes. And remember, most houses are not always like what they look to be in the photos or on the listing, unfortunately. So just to sum up, get your pre-approval. That is the most important thing. And I know I harp on that constantly. I've been harping on it for 10 years. But in a hot seller's market, sellers do not feel terribly generous with their time. So get the pre-approval letter. Know what you can buy and go in with confidence into a negotiation. And then number 2, learn how to write a proper home inspection contingency. An experienced realtor can help you with that, but especially if you're in competing offers, it can actually help you win the deal. And number 3, do some planning ahead and really focus your thinking about what you want to go see, because you're not going to have a lot of time when you find the right house. You might need to make an offer on the spot. And there's nothing to wait for. We're in a really stable market. So Lethbridge doesn't make the headlines. It's a hot seller's market now. Prices have gone up a little bit, but I would be very surprised if they just suddenly fell off a cliff and decreased by a lot. Toronto, Vancouver, whole different story. Don't even read those news articles. So, hot market. If you missed the beginning of the video, listings going down, purchasing of homes going up, tight inventory. You need an experienced realtor to help you succeed as a buyer in this market. If you have any other questions or concerns, you can call or text 382-7335 or look me up at karriflatla.com. Have an awesome weekend. Make sure to like or subscribe to my channel on Facebook or YouTube, and we'll see you for next Friday Fire. Take care.